Well, how do you play?
This game is called physics. Yeah.
I've heard of the.
It's not really
the word
a game.
physics.
You know, like if I stand.
Hey Brian, you want to introduce our cannon here?
No.
No.
Come on, you want to talk about it. You talk about the
James wants to talk about the cannon.
I have to have the cannon first. This is the cannon we built. We call it the Samaritan.
It's a casing for
and
a bullet.
basically all
Like
it is
you can make a
3-inch
small
wide
bullet fit in a
PVC
bigger
tubing.
rifle.
There's a
It's called
plate
a
in
bow.
there that keeps it centered, and it's attached to a dowel to make it kind of like a plunger device.
Anything lets you load.
And we load this in here, and all you have to do
it
is
always
take
fires
this
out with your.
and tug it a little bit, and then the more you stretch it back, the harder it's going to fire. And that's it.
Up to you, now your daddy's in the den, shooting up the evening news.
We know that if the ball is fired at angle theta, we can break up the velocity into its x and y components. We can then write equations for constant acceleration in the x direction and in the y direction. We need to find the distance the ball will travel in the x direction in terms of the distance it travels in the y direction. We can rearrange the motion equation and use the quadratic formula to solve for t. Substituting t into our equation for motion in the x direction yields an equation for x distance in terms of y distance for a given muzzle velocity and angle of fire. To solve for muzzle velocity, we fired the cannon at a 0-degree angle to simplify the equations for motion. Setting the y distance equal to the height of our cannon, we can solve for t. Substituting t into our equation for x distance allows us to solve for the initial velocity. Defining the angle of fire to be 30 degrees, measuring the height of the muzzle at 1.54 meters, setting the target height at ground level, and using our calculated muzzle velocity of 12.29 meters per second, we conclude that the ball will travel 15.62 meters.
It's gonna feel so fine. You'll see some missing link, the kitchen sink, 11 on the scale of 10. Honey, let me introduce you, my redneck friend.
There we go!
Obviously, the Samaritan is more effective as a bat than anything with a cannon.
I said, honey, look,
This is a PVC pipe! Are you nuts? We need a robot. Film me when I say this.
This is a very, very imprecise way of measuring.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.